Hey, welcome back to the couch. You got the man right here itself. We got Big Worm. We got the funny man, Derek Keenan, with us.
Funny man, Air Jordan.
Air Jordan.
Yeah, Air Jordan.
Oh, this attire he has on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do what I do when I can do when I'm doing.
If it was knockoff.
This knockoff, knock it off.
It's always a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Oh, it's about to be because the government going back in my account today. Finna tickle my butt again. I don't know if you ever dealt with the IRS, but
Shoot, what you talking about, boy?
when you own money,
Leave me alone.
when they gangsters.
They are.
They're just gonna take it, huh?
You might wake up and say, "What happened?"
Yeah, so hey, taking the rest of that PPP loan. Yeah, it's about to go on and be up out of that, dog. I was holding on for rainy days. They say it's raining.
That's cold, right? They can do that.
So they come and get the PP?
Yeah.
PPP?
Yeah, now I got the P. They takes their money, man. They don't play with you, brother.
Oh, so everybody went on them exclusive trips and all. Good thing they enjoyed them.
The people that went on those trips, they was stupid.
Cause now
Hey, well, I ain't gonna say you was stupid, but
You were stupid.
yeah, pretty much, man. Like, but I mean, enjoy yourself, Hey, I ain't been nowhere. Yeah.
It's amazing how they can hit that button and be like, "Give me here."
Hey, man, but listen, this is the thing. They did it to jumpstart the economy, and these N-words have definitely helped them. I can't say it, but what I can say is these N-words, boy, they put the money right back out there. Ain't no Dogecoin with them. Ain't no cryptocurrency. These fools will crip walking to the bank. Ow!
Well, they got nice polos and Jordan.
Oh my God! Listen, it's amazing what they did. But now, me and somebody's brother, we discussed it. It's a loan. A loan.
yeah, it's a loan that has to be paid back.
That has to be. Now that's the part. Or it's forgiven.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of stipulations to that.
You
though.
must keep your receipts. A receipt to Miami ain't gonna cut it for man's daycare. What was you doing out there? I was doing research. Research? No, brother, you got to. Yeah. So the government, I think they're going to my account this morning. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna pay my tithes. I hope the Lord have a little favor on me.
So they're gonna take payments, and they're gonna take little partial payments.
No.
They could. I can set up payments, but they don't give you a loan to set up payments. My mail still go to my mama's house. It got there Saturday. She called yesterday evening. Hey, got some mail here. It's got the IRS's name on it. IRS? She saying it nice. I'm nervous. The IRS? Why would you do that? And I got the letter last night. It was almost like whoever typed it was smiling. Hey, we know you owe.
We about to get that.
Hey,
Trey, go back to sleep.
They about to get it. Somebody account is not gonna be there.
Yeah, straight. Yeah, now it's in my account, but I got to go into my shoebox in my room.
Eat the rest of it.
hey,
No, it's just.
hey, I mean, people was able to enjoy it while it lasted.
Hey, but you don't understand. I think if they enjoyed it, they still got to give it back.
They still.
Yeah, you got what I'm saying, but they was able to enjoy it while it lasted, though. They was able to enjoy that money while it lasted. Now they're gonna have to come up off of it.
Well, no, you got a while to come up off of it. Now you got a little while. Get your affairs in order.
No, I'm
They
saying.
coming to get you immediately.
just know around January or end of January, March when you file
You
your
want to know what's
taxes.
cold-blooded? You want to know what's coldblooded? Black people are the only ones that are talking about it when black people ain't the only ones.
Yeah,
that
they got
the
it.
law.
Facts. Everybody got it.
But our thing is to pull us back down.
Yeah, everybody got it.
Listen, yeah.
Everybody got it.
Everybody got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have got one.
What if you done played?
I should have got one.
If you
I
done
be
played
PP'd up.
Hey, you got a business.
Yeah, but I ain't
You
nothing
could
about
your
it.
money. Well, listen, I can go get you one.
I don't want one.
No, I already added one in your name. It's an elite PPP.
I don't want one. I don't want one at all.
We have money coming. I ain't gonna be in jail by myself. No.
But hey, man, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy of Texas Hot Tigers.
Shout out,
Brayson McHenry.
B-Mac.
Shout out.
I'm getting his first D1 offer yesterday morning to New Mexico, University of New Mexico.
Yeah.
B-Mac.
Yeah, so shout out to him. Hey, man, all that hard work he done put in, like, people don't understand
grinding,
the hard work that dude put in.
Yeah.
Like, if I go out on a limb, ain't nobody in Texarkana work harder than him.
Well, I mean, hard work they say does pay off.
Yeah, there's nobody in Texarkana work harder than him. And I stand on that.
Well, but it's showing right now.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, one of the knocks on, because he had the draft last week, one of the knocks on Vasher was work ethic.
Mm.
And, Trey mentioned something about it last week in the comments that, you can't coach that.
You can't. You got to have it, you don't.
And for that young man there, once he gets to a school, wherever he decides to go, because it looks like he's going, it won't be a problem.
No, not for him.
It's beginning, yeah. It's just a beginning for him, though.
Yeah.
When one pulled the trigger, everybody else going to start taking notes. Man, look at his numbers. 3,700 yards, 40 touchdowns, 4 picks.
What?
Come on.
So he's a
Quarterback, the Texas Hot quarterback.
This is the kid that they moved in and took the other kid and put him in wide receiver?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I mean,
that's impressive.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive. And he works hard.
Oh, hey, what I'm saying, in high school right now, there's not a kid that works harder than him. I stand on that.
Okay.
And I stand on it because I see it.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to him. A big shout out to him because, man, that was something that he's been dreaming of. He didn't necessarily know he was going to get it. He was in having talks like, man, if I got to, I go walk on.
He even got the grades to do if that would have happened.
Oh, yeah, he a 4.0 student. And the fact that it happened, man, that was big yesterday.
You think a kid should go somewhere where they know they're going to play right off, or where they have to sit like a Mac Jones did behind?
See, I don't necessarily know. So he wants to be a doctor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his dad's a doctor, so he want to follow his dad's suit. So, whatever, I guess they're gonna pay for school. I don't guess it really matter.
Yeah.
I read something to be true though. What you just said, kids that they can't sit. Man, sitting is development.
Facts. So everybody
can't go start.
But everybody's not ready either.
Right. Sitting is development. Go develop. If you
just at quarterback, or we
no,
talking?
We're talking about all any position, man. I mean,
everybody's still feeling in the collegiate field, not collegiate ready.
They think they are. That's why they transfer. They're not ready.
I mean, like talking to the coaches that I talk to, a lot of it is mental, because the mental part of college.
Absolutely.
And they say, but and a lot of it is the physical tools. Your strength in high school don't equal to. Sometimes it's not the same as you.
Oh no, it's totally different.
These older guys.
Yeah.
They have to translate too, and then the main thing is picking up that playbook and understanding the scheme.
Yeah.
Everybody's not ready for that because everybody's high school is not running a scheme.
Yeah.
That's gonna be equal to or somewhat close
that's
to
easily
a collegiate.
transferable once you get to college.
You see what Trey was saying? He said, "I played, but I still wasn't ready."
So
and it goes to say what I guess I can see what Trey was saying when people leave early, like leave for after Christmas, and they go. I mean, if they're not ready, he said it doesn't look. They get an opportunity to go to the
I mean, it kind of got
all of that stuff,
your deans and knocks because if you are ready, you're ready.
You're ready. You're ready.
Yeah. So,
I'm just wondering, I wonder if kids choose their colleges based upon whether or not I'm going to get to play right now, or I have an opportunity to play, or are they choosing it based on, man, I'm going to get a chance to develop and learn, or are they choosing it based on, like what you said, this kid is, man, I'm going to be a doctor anyway.
Yeah.
Something I heard about Justin Fields is he never thought he would play in the NFL. His deal was, man, I'm going to go to college, get an education. I can play college ball. That was the goal. But then again, he moved the goal line for himself.
Yeah, but that's what everybody should have, because people do backward ass thinking, but that's what it should. Everybody should be, man, I'm gonna get this networking going on after I get my degree, and focus on that. Because I'm just curious, how many of the guys throughout last week who was underclassmen, they came out early thinking they was gonna get drafted and went undrafted.
Man, so many.
So now the fact that they went, so now you left school with no paper and undrafted.
You know what they should? They should change their rule and allow them to go back to school.
They should or shouldn't.
There's a window. There's a window that you got there when you get your evaluation from the league. Says what you should do.
So you already get it. So I don't believe. I guess I'm a little bit harsh. I don't believe so. I think if you jump in that water,
you in there.
You better know how to swim, because if the people gave you your NFL evaluation and you still go against the grain and decide to go to the draft, and you don't get drafted, you took that chance.
There are some teams that will lie to you. Ashtray. There's some teams that will
that's
lie
true,
to you.
but
and so,
he had his degree.
Okay, but so you take these guys that leave early. Think about it. We're saying this at this age.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how much harder they're gonna go the following year if they see they didn't get drafted, and then you allow them. I'm just talking underclassmen. You allow them to go back to school because they ain't got them but one more year. You allow them to go back to school and then develop for one more year, because the ultimate goal should be to help these young men become men. Mm-hmm. The ultimate goal.
That's true.
Not, hey, you made a decision, you got to stick with it.
But ultimate goal is what they gave him. They gave him the blueprint. Hey, this is what I don't advise you to go. Miami has many guys that left early. They was advised, hey, you shouldn't go. They went undrafted.
Yeah.
I get it.
So think about that dude, Dylan Mosley. Dylan Mosley was touted that linebacker.
For Alabama?
Yeah, he didn't get drafted.
Exactly.
I didn't know if he had one more year left.
Okay.
He should have took. He was hurt.
So
he should
now,
have took his one more year that didn't.
Trey, I get it. There are certain kids that, just like when you eval these kids, you evaluate the ones who have the potential to leave. Anybody else that leaves on their own, listen, you just leaving on your own. Mm. But if you evaluate these kids that leave early, somebody has to draft them. Listen, I'm telling you, this is what we're going to do. We're going to draft you. If they've been lied to, Trey, were you not lied to? I'm pretty sure. So if they evaluate these kids and say, hey, we're going to draft you, and that kid listens to an adult and then leaves, they should then be able to go back if that adult lied to him, because it's been your dream.
But the only person that can pretty much lie to him is his agent. That's the
teams don't get to talk to him.
But not until the team. You can't talk to nobody until you declare.
I'm saying once you declare,
it's too late.
It's too late. You already declared. And a lot of them, once they declare, they don't already sign an agent, all that type of stuff. So
as long as you don't sign an agent, you're good.
I don't know. I know in basketball
like
there's a window.
So but basketball is like that.
I think it's a window in football. It's a window.
In football, because I know.
No, you can't. You can say you're just the same as the window in basketball, ain't it?
And I think this is a rule they have in basketball. Yeah. Now I think if you declare for the draft in football, that's it.
Well, I know you was getting kicked out at that point. Trey.
So if you declare for the draft, that's it. They give you evaluation before you declare. Once you declare, after that, you took that. Like nobody's talking to you before then, so can't nobody lie to you.
If I'm getting my evaluation and they're saying I'm 5th round, and I got another year of school, I'm probably gonna stay in school.
Yeah, man, you have to make sure you get that.
Come
degree.
on, man.
You gotta have something to fall back on. Like the ultimate goal was to get a free ride education, but some people don't look at that. Some people say the ultimate goal is make it to the league.
That is their ultimate goal, because that's how they're treating these kids. So we can mask this with education all we want to, and we're masking it. Although we know as adults, hey, this is probably your best bet to get that degree. But the truth of the matter is, you must treat college football like a job. This is your job, whether you make it to the league or not. So your ultimate goal is to then be promoted. So that's the goal.
I'm getting a degree and then taking my chances on my kick out year and going to the combine and trying to get looked at. But I'm gonna leave with in that situation. If I'm not a first, okay, we talking about first, second, third round guys that know they're first, second, third round guys. If I knew I'm a first, second, third round guy, then probably I can lead. I got the chance to take
Trey played longer than Mike, and Trey didn't even get drafted. You see what I'm saying? Like, so being a third round guy don't guarantee that you gonna stay long. And I ain't saying it. You know, I'm not comparing them. So I'm just saying.
More chances than the fourth, fifth, sixth round guy.
Yeah, it do.
It guarantees that. They got more money invested in me than they got in those guys. So I'm gonna get my shot. One way or another.
But at the same time, because these drafts is based on somebody's opinion of somebody.
Yeah, that's what.
So a lot of times you might have somebody look at the quarterback situation when they took old boy from Chicago. They took him before them other quarterbacks that year. Their evaluation of their quarterback stated that he was this.
Trubisky.
Yes, was this.
Yeah, he really was.
And he wasn't.
Yeah.
So everybody's getting drafted. Their evaluation, and somebody's evaluating them and putting a stamp on them, saying, "Okay, we value him at this." That doesn't necessarily mean when you put in that in the NFL between the lines, your evaluation is going to be what it is, or that kid could end up being better than somebody you evaluate a whole lot higher. That's a case that happened every year.
They were saying
something called first round bust.
Because some people were saying the 49ers pick, they knew what it was all along, who they wanted all along.
Let's not talk about that.
I mean, but I told you that though, right?
Let's not talk about it.
And then we said on this show, y'all talked about these low-level schools. I mean, and it's not about the school.
Hey, so
it's 49er
fans, so you not. It's been days since y'all had that draft pick. So you still not pleased the fact that you let the stuff soak in, you know what I mean? You still ain't pleased with that pick?
Why would I be?
Because
why would I be?
Yeah, because you're a fan, so therefore you gotta deal with it.
Well, I do have to deal with it. I watched the kid walk out on the field, look at the field, and go, "Man, I'm gonna be playing here." And I'm sitting here thinking, I wish you wasn't as a fan.
But so I want you to keep that same energy when he balled out his rookie season.
So let me say it to you like this right here. Let me say it to you like this right here. If that kid balls out, if that kid turns out to be an all-time great, I don't mind eating my words because I'm a fan of the team. I'm the type that'll eat my words. I don't agree with it. You know how many girls I got with and didn't think that they was going, I was like, oh, she's actually all right. But based on the looks, it wasn't right.
Yeah.
But when it turned off the lights, she was amazing. She's an all-star. So what I'm saying is, sometimes you got to give them a chance.
Now you turning chicks into draft picks. Boy, you get kicked out.
They turned out to be bust.
I mean, so you really give him his props if he pan out?
Oh, absolutely.
So do you think he gonna pan out? You think
not at all?
Why?
I got you.
Not at all.
Why?
I just don't believe in that kid. Not as a first round draft pick, number 3 overall.
Potential franchise quarterback.
I don't see him.
You saw him.
I don't see him as a franchise QB. Not my franchise QB. Maybe if I was
your franchise QB.
Would you have saw Mac Jones as your franchise QB?
Absolutely not.
Zach Jones.
Who?
Clearly. You don't. So
Zach
you only
Wilson.
saw what Zach Wilson. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
it ain't me.
Zach Wilson.
Nope.
So you only saw Trevor Justin
Listen,
Fields.
every year, everybody ain't no damn franchise quarterback.
That is true.
Everybody ain't no
No.
Just because they get drafted that high, don't mean.
No, based off the picks that were just made, who was your franchise quarterback?
Yo, you had 2. And after that, you can scoot the rest of them along.
So you're saying Lawrence and Fields?
You only evaluate those 2 because you saw them on TV.
Sir, let me say it to you again. Those 2 guys. Now, when I seen Russell Wilson, I knew he was a great quarterback after he had transferred.
I watched him from NC State on.
Okay. So when he transferred to Wisconsin,
knew it out there too.
Okay, so I knew that kid could play. He was a leader. I saw it. I didn't see it in Patrick Mahomes. What I'm telling you is what I didn't see. So I can be wrong. So I'm not saying I'm like the greater talent evaluator. Sometimes you miss on them picks. And here, clearly, I'm not the only one that didn't see it because there's a bunch of people that didn't pick up Pat Mahomes.
True.
So I'm not an anomaly. There are others who don't see it. I just don't see it.
What do you say?
Thank you, Morgan.
No, it's not. When it's the
Sometimes
if it's talent, we're talking about not the school, the team. We're talking
Well,
about
the way you
ability.
see, that's kind of like, okay, if you have a guy in 3A ball, right, and he's getting all this clout. Say he's a running back, he getting all this clout about himself.
There's one right now. Let's talk about. Yeah, go ahead.
So he getting all this clout, and people say, okay, man, he doing that in 3A, but what's the fashion is he doing it in? Is he doing average stuff, or is he absolutely dominating that classification?
Ezekiel Elliott had that problem in high school.
I'm just saying, because like Derrick Henry played in a division in high school. It was boo-boo. But guess what, though?
Derrick Henry also looked like your history
No, but I'm
teacher.
saying, though, but he dominated, though, in a
He
fashion to where, okay, well, you kind of like, well, look how he dominating that. He
Yeah.
can probably do that at another classification.
Yeah, because Derrick Henry looked like
No, I'm using that as an
a
example.
defensive end in high school.
Okay, same as what's the old boy? 'Cause I'm using some of the greatest ever, but it was still a case.
Dickerson,
No, Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
Okay, he came from 3A school.
Absolutely.
Was it 4? No, it was 4. Was it 4?
No, it was 3A at the time.
3A?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he went to 3A school in Texas. Most people would have frowned upon that. He ain't doing it on no 6A, 5A level.
You got to look at them kids, though. You got to really look at them.
Look at the number one running back that came out. 2 years ago. Was it 2 years
Everybody's
ago?
not going to be that, though. You will find
No,
some.
everybody's gonna be that.
6A
But I mean, what I'm saying though, you can look at somebody's in a smaller classification, and how did they dominate? Were they putting up just these okay number? Or did they absolutely dominate? If they absolutely dominated, you more than likely they probably could have played somewhere else.
Now, listen. So, in my evaluating, I see Mac Jones go and do what he did with Devontae Smith and all them other kids, and I still don't think that guy is that.
And see,
so
like,
I saw him play on TV, so it has nothing to do with, he comes from a big school. It really is based upon, man, was he covered up? Was he the reason? Was it the talent around him? Man, and Lance, I'm not going. I think he'll be better than Mac Jones.
Okay, like
but
what was his number? Did he dominate that division? Because if he put up just some average mediocre numbers, I guess is it going to translate?
You better not stop. We talking to Donnie right now.
Okay.
But you start.
What's that?
nothing?
Yeah. Donnie, you answered the question that Donnie has asked.
So did he dominate that division he was in? Because he didn't. It's a possibility. It's not going to translate.
He did his thing, but against the University of Central Arkansas.
I mean, but it doesn't matter. Did he dominate though? He can't help who they played.
The years before, they didn't really play this year.
Yeah, the year
No,
before.
talking about the year before.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're talking about the year before. You can't help
I
who
don't
you
think
play.
they lost it. Who broke the winning streak? Was it UCA? Arkansas State.
He balled out.
He balled out. Big dude.
I know some guys in the SWAC that ball out too.
Oh Lord.
No, what? I'm glad we're talking about this because last week we talking about we brought up
That's a couple of D3 players got drafted.
when we brought up track,
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas High,
Mm-hmm.
and versus Texas High.
Uh-huh.
Well, Texas.
I got
Arkansas
a phone
track.
call, so I
Oh yeah,
talk about it.
we bought that track up because
Uh-huh.
I did too, by the way. I did too.
While y'all tripping, I got the same phone call. While y'all tripping, I got
was
the
in
same.
physical
I was.
therapy,
Hey,
like,
I got the same phone.
I did too. So with that being said, the point that he made, which I didn't think about that, which he said, the year Texas High won state, Arkansas High and Texas High matched up. Arkansas High won the track meet.
Okay,
So there's nothing else to say.
there is.
Not really.
There is.
How so?
Doesn't mean they will win in Texas.
they was in a competition.
The year the Bulls won 72.
no,
there were 10 teams.
They
that
were in
beat
a
them.
competition with the 4A state champs in track, and they won the track meet.
Other than the Miami
See,
Dolphins.
hold man, and you had to be there. Nobody had to be there
Other than
because
the Miami Dolphins.
they was like this. They were neck to neck in
Okay.
every relay. I'm just saying, like.
No, I get it. Other than the 72 Dolphins, was
so it's more than likely it was a good with what they had going on because they had a guy that did triple jump and long jump. He was probably better than anybody in that classification. So there was points there. They had guys that's high jump, So yeah, they probably could have won state in Texas.
No, they wouldn't have won
Yeah,
state in Texas.
I'm just saying.
They winning in Arkansas. There's certain years
But
where
they didn't
you
win in
could be.
Arkansas.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Sometimes
we
a
gonna
loss.
do some research because you said
some-
one state in Texas. Nah, again,
Sometimes a loss
No,
can
no,
prepare
I-
you to
you
win.
got us Bowie County. When you get past Bowie County
No, Texas, I won state that year.
in track,
Yes.
did they?
Yes. That's why he got an argument. Because they came to the same track meet when they had Kevin
that's
Harris.
what Kevin- okay.
Morgan, great question.
What's they say?
If small, I mean, not really. If small colleges are where it's at, why aren't more drafted? The competition.
I mean,
is
because-
lower. You've got some guys that
Dude,
ball,
we
and you
all
can see
know
that.
We all know that.
But
It's
you-
very
so you
hard
got-
to come out of small schools.
But you got
Just
guys
because
that
of
can
Power
ball.
Five schools that get seen that.
So you
week
think
in,
Trey
week out.
Lance is better than Jay Fields?
I don't know. Yet.
I mean, on the cool, some cases, you have guys at these smaller colleges, and they get a no, I guess their evaluation, their junior year, so they don't come out. They're like, we want to see you transfer
That's
to
what
a
they
bigger
do.
school.
That
Absolutely.
kid from Oregon.
To see.
Yeah.
And hey, I ain't gonna lie, Miami had their fair share of guys who transferred from
Yeah.
another school, and they was boo boo.
I've seen.
They get better competition. I ain't gonna lie, they was boo boo.
Hey,
They couldn't get
let
it.
me-
They
let me
wasn't.
tell you
They weren't that same player they were at that smaller school in Miami.
When I went from playing in my church league to the work league, but the competition went up. Let me tell you something. You ain't playing against Deacon Robinson.
But all
You get to
think
playing
about
against
a lot of times.
Mondo.
You're not recruited, so you're not recruited. They didn't recruit that kid. They gonna take that transfer and fill that depth,
I mean, but there are some cases.
and hopefully he can.
Hey, because look at the kid that's starting center for Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, he went to SAU.
No, he went to D. He was at a D3 school.
Great. He probably had issues off the field or grades.
Dog,
Sometimes
that's the
if
case.
it's
He could have went to JUCO.
Sometimes
Could have went to Wyoming.
But sometimes if it's that, they could have done that. But then they chose, you know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make the
No,
best
I
of
mean,
it.
well,
I'm gonna
see,
do
but
this.
there's a lot of looked over talent.
Why
too,
you
though.
think they got last chance?
But,
you
see, but that's a lot of looked over talent. Everybody don't get the same.
don't I know it?
That was a DB. Where did DB get drafted from? Just recently, get Rochelle. It might have been a D. Was it a D3 school?
I had no idea.
The DB got
don't
drafted.
know.
I mean,
you
but there's
talking
so much talent.
Conway.
They don't
No,
get.
UCA.
Yeah, I seen that. They get looked over though.
You know why he got looked at? Picking off Trey.
I'm just, so
Yeah. Boy,
I'm just like, so there's the truth though. There's so much talent that get looked over. So those guys have to go to those other smaller schools.
You
Because
got
they
you
look-
gotta really if you are a scout and you're worth your salt, you gotta really get in there and evaluate. A lot of people just go off of what other people have already rated these people, and then
let me
what
tell you
school
let
they're
me tell you
at.
where it started. They only project the 4 or 5 star players out of high school. If you go into one of these 24/7, you see a top player, it'll show projected, drafted first or 3 rounds or 4 or 5, 6.
That is true.
They're only projecting 4 or 5 star players out of high school that are going to Power 5 schools early. They're doing it early. Jatavion Sanders has a first round draft, projected to go in the first round, so he's already been projected. I
Who is
think
that?
Marcus Landon,
The kid from what's name, Ryan.
Den Ryan, he's already projected to go first round.
Until he get to college and gets around some other boys that want to go in the first round.
I mean,
too.
there's many cases because there's a guy that I forgot what school he went to. Man, he made a bunch of airwaves about his physique for his high school. I didn't hear many people who actually watched him play live and said the hype. He's going to Alabama.
Or the kid from Dallas.
They said the hype that goes around that kid.
It's not it.
It's not it.
That's because grown women was making a big deal about his physical appearance, whereas grown men did that about some high school girl. We would be frowned upon.
Yeah, so they said
Not that I make
he
the
looked
damn-
the par, but they said his skill set ain't what everybody is making him out to be.
Morgan, you made the statement, Morgan, that only Power 5 kids get drafted. 89% of them come from Power 5 because that's where they're looking at the first 2 or 3 rounds.
As a matter of
to come
fact,
from.
and I just want to throw this out there real quick. Now, we had this discussion up here one day. You wasn't here, though. You and Trey. And we were talking about the players in the state y'all know what state had the most players got drafted this weekend?
Probably Florida.
It was Florida, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. So my argument still stands that Florida is the best state of football.
You're like Florida State and
I'm
Hurts,
just saying
don't
that my argument
Hurts,
still
don't
stands. Florida is the best state for football.
so we got Florida and Florida State.
You see?
I want you to include them in there.
No, I said the state of Florida.
Okay,
Down
I
in
heard
Texas
what
is the
you
best
said.
state of football.
No, Florida is, and
Look.
it proved it had more
One
kids.
draft,
More kids got
Texas.
drafted.
Yeah, the
Is
top
the-
draft kid came out of Florida.
I don't know where he was from.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. You went to school at.
No, I said state of Florida.
I heard you, but this kid.
Hey,
What I'm saying.
Not Miami. Lord.
Yeah, because Corey, he want to bring up the whole state now. Now the whole state is cool.
No, I said high school. I'm talking about high school, not college. I'm not talking about college. He knew what I was talking about. I was talking about college, not high school. The Florida State, a high school football player, the best state.
But the
talent
college,
comes-
Florida, because they are the University of Florida, they had 2 kids drafted in the first round. Why the Kyle Pitts and then the wide receiver.
Okay, Miami
So,
had 2 people in the first round.
who?
The Miami
DNs.
Miami had 2.
Are they both of
So
them
what's your
going?
argument?
The state of
again?
Florida.
No, come
The
again.
state
though.
of Florida.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying state of Florida, the whole state.
No, you see, you
We're
try
adding in
see,
Florida
you see how
State?
you trying to turn it now?
No,
he
but-
didn't know Miami had 2 guys drafted in the first
No, it
round.
didn't matter to me.
No,
because I
because-
don't care about Florida.
Mr. Jefferson,
But
you're
you-
right. IMG doesn't count. Them kids from Dayton.
No.
IMG doesn't
No,
count.
those kids, they don't count those kids. They count where they came from.
College-wise, right? No, you talking about home state? Home state? Well,
Yeah, home state.
I
As a matter of fact, it wasn't a lot of kids they got drafted from. They was from IMG. They came from IMG just past draft. You know, I know everything down there in Florida.
Texas still the best state.
Nah.
I
History shows.
listen,
Hey, Trey is right. They got 4 more kids. 4 more. More is greater.
And he's saying, stop it.
4 more is greater. More is greater. So if I had 2 and you got 1, I got 2. I wish I got more than you, which is greater. Yeah. And y'all know, I know y'all learned that Pac-Man symbol. The Pac-Man will eat the number 2, not the 1. Yes, thank you.
Hey, it was the alligator. What's greater than less than? You know what I was actually sad to see? That Vasher chose to go to Dallas. And not because I dislike Dallas, but because he's at home.
He's too close to home.
I hated it. I'm not, listen, it ain't my decision to make, and I know the Vashers, and I'm not dogging them in any shape, form, or
Even
fashion.
Wichita, he's 2.5 hours away, maybe.
Corey, too close to
Hey,
home.
man, he got, but
For a kid that they say don't have good work
I think he
ethic.
got good people, though, to help him
Corey.
in this. I don't know.
I mean, but
I'm
what-
on the outside
They're
looking
too
in.
close to
But
home.
where's
I'm gonna say it might
where's
be
he
good
from?
for home.
Where's he from? He's not from Texarkana. Where's he from?
Wichita. Wichita.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna still say it could be good for him
Hell
not being
no.
somewhere else.
Hell
But,
no. You need to go off.
Man, sometimes off don't make it don't work for him.
Bro, he ain't
He
never
was off
been
in
off.
college.
Barely.
On the cool.
He in Lubbock. He just went to West Texas.
Dude, it's still not close.
Get the out of Texas.
And see, like with a lot of kids in South Florida, you know,
yeah,
they-
Kellen Mond's a San Antonio
they
kid.
be in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them do leave South Florida. The parents push them to leave,
Yeah.
to go to a college because they want to get them out of there because they know being close to home ain't good.
That's what and not that. First of all, I didn't hear anything bad about the kid off the field. You know what I mean? As far as him being a student
Yeah.
or whatever. I'm not saying that he's got like bad influences around him, but if the knock on you is work ethic, because I feel
feel-
like the kid,
I feel like he's gonna get drafted.
bruh. Whoa,
I didn't think he'll get. I didn't put him in. I didn't put him with the first round draft picks. I didn't put him up there high as them because I don't think his skill set was with theirs.
Yeah.
But I do feel like he's like maybe like a 3rd or 4th round draft pick from what I've seen in college.
I think in a good situation going to Dallas.
Man, listen, Dallas already got 3 guys that they're going to be looking at those guys the whole time.
I mean, but
CeeDee Lamb,
Trey can contest on. He went undrafted. That's like you got just a little pinky toe in.
So the problem that I have is, man, you go to a team that's loaded with 3 top
Yeah.
receivers.
I mean,
and
maybe
you're
his
at
size
Practice
though
squad,
affect
bro.
he's 6'6".
Get that practice squad going for 2 years, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, come on, it's money. You
Back.
get paid, bro. I mean,
Man, I want the kids to succeed.
I do too.
I mean,
but practice squad and money is better than
No, I
money.
get it.
I mean,
No,
practice
I
squad is
understand
money,
that.
and he's still living the dream, and still
Right.
has a opportunity.
Two shot show
Yes.
something.
So you never know.
Take that practice squad money. More money you gonna make in the first.
I mean, cause
Fuck,
there's been
good
there
job.
been many situations where a guy didn't get drafted, made a practice squad, and made a whole lot of money after that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it sounds crazy.
It's better than a PPP loan.
Facts. I know it may sound like, oh, here's the fairy tale. Send that boy to Chicago.
See what Trey be blunt with it, boy.
He did do something in college to be Hey man, listen. Hey dog, the boy got more talent in his pinky toe than most of them kids that got drafted.
Whoa. Nah,
It all depends who got. It all depends who.
I said that most of them
let's-
kids that
let's
got
get
drafted,
who,
you can't do that, man.
But Waddle different person, man. Devontae Smith.
Now, see,
different.
but I don't put him with them though.
I ain't
Yeah, but he
say
said
them.
most.
of them kids that got drafted, bruh, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me this boy wasn't. He was that.
Hold on, man. Let's hold on a minute. My man Montgomery, you came in there like a raging storm.
Like we
Hold
gonna
on a
believe
minute.
somebody named Michael Montgomery.
I believe it
We
because
don't
he took
even-
time.
we don't even Eminem.
He took time to get these numbers.
No,
He
listen.
took time. You see what the numbers are.
You act like
You
he
see
can't
what the
lie.
numbers are.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know him.
Okay, so how do we know these numbers are true? Nobody can fact check this. Treat it like a presidential address to the State of the Union. Fact check that man.
Michael Montgomery, my man. I believe what you just said. That's facts.
Oh, because he agreed with you.
No, he didn't
See,
agree
this
with
is the
me.
pro-
He didn't agree with me. He just put what the numbers are.
But he agreed with you, so it makes your point relevant. So if somebody comes, thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I can look it up, you know.
Put it this way, I'll go on this. I'll end the Vasher. He has an opportunity. If he got it,
He said Trey comment.
yeah.
I said, man, listen, let me tell you something. I watched more Texas Tech games than I did anybody else. Corey, they did not listen. I'm talking about the guy got people beat. It's almost like what's that man's name? He on TV. He played for the Packers. They quit throwing you the ball.
Bro,
Cruz. No, hold on, man. Cruz even talked about how the beginning of the season he had 50 catches, 700 yards,
He said
and
the
then,
Big 12.
hey man, y'all
The
tripping.
worst covering defense.
Yeah,
Y'all
they're
tripping.
passing.
coverage
Y'all
defense-
tripping.
defense.
You act like they won't stop throwing somebody the ball because they don't fool with them. They do it.
No, I'm not.
You see what?
Yeah,
Hey, cause I actually like that kid. Man,
Yeah,
that
I do too.
kid's a stud, man.
I do too. But you talking about the Big 12?
Oh, let's see what he said to that. You see?
Jerry, first of all, Jerry, our story is basically in the mind. These numbers can be fact checked.
Hey, the Big 12 is the worst. You have the worst defenses in
That's
college
fine.
football, all college football.
Yeah,
Okay, and Pat Mahomes come from Texas Tech. So
And they-
what are we talking about?
And they will give, and he was burning people.
Okay,
and they
so
were
what?
getting burned at the same
Listen,
time.
he got the ball in his hand every time too. So you wonder why I watch a Texas Tech game? Huh?
it wasn't because of Patrick Mahomes though.
Come on, yo, I'm watching Vasher. The boy could ball.
No, I mean,
Hey.
I ain't saying he can't play,
No.
but I mean,
But he
He's
had a
there now, and I hope he shows and I hope he shows it. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the best for him.
okay, so going off these numbers, so you saying he can ball? You saying he's better than majority of the kids that got
He
drafted?
made that statement.
So yeah, you made that statement. So based off these numbers,
Yeah.
he had 500 yards receiving last year. Wait, so
I
what are
like
you talking
it.
about? They
I
played
like
how
him
many
a
games
lot
they played
better.
last year?
They played a full season.
Yeah, they played a full season, and out of 4 seasons, he had 500 yards.
They played 9.
9.
Let me tell you something.
So
man.
do you feel like that he was being productive with 500 yards out of 9 games?
I feel like the team did not use him. You ever seen kids not be used? And you can't say that kids
How
don't
can he
be
not be used? He was the best player. He was
So,
the best receiver on the team.
Have you not ever seen kids
I got
not
you
be
now.
used? That's what I want to know.
I got you now, because that takes away what you were saying about Trey Lance. You've never watched him play, but you
I
watched
watched his mother.
I
watched him play.
No, you didn't.
Hey,
but
so-
you watched.
hey, so-
but you watched
And
TJ
that
play.
mother needs not to be on my
Hey,
team.
you
Take him
watched
on your
TJ
team.
play. I didn't want to
Take
go
him on
there.
your team.
I didn't want to go there, but since
Take him
you
on
did-
your team.
See,
I watched the kid play.
See what did Trey just say? He said he probably can ball. He just ain't do it yet. That's a possibility too. We ain't seen his best potential. Everybody don't peak in college. Some people do, some people don't. Some people take some more years.
This
development of years in the league.
I'm gonna tell you who the kid reminds me of. Plexico Burris.
No.
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 Boy,
Y'all out of bounds.
No.
Y'all out of bounds.
He dominated.
You're
college football.
evaluating.
Y'all are out of bounds.
He dominated.
Y'all out of bounds.
I'm not
man.
taking away from
Y'all out of bounds. The kid, I said reminds me of. Not he had the same production.
So-
he reminds me of Plexico.
So I get to watch him play every year, right? Because
Who?
he played against Texas every year.
Who?
TJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to watch him every year. He had some good catches against Texas. Some highlight reel catches, about 2 or 3.
Yeah, he had
About 2 or 3. 2 or 3. The ball was on Sports in the top 10 every week. 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
I like him.
2 or 3.
I'm not discrediting his ability, but you comparing him to people that, come on, man.
So anytime somebody's being evaluated in the NFL, they compare them.
He was trade.
Anytime kids are being evaluated, they go, "Oh, he's this type." Not that they gonna pan out to be that. He's this
That's
type.
true.
Yeah.
Not that he gonna pan out to be that. He's just to
He
me.
has a chance. He's been signed by the Cowboys.
I mean, he has a chance.
Shine.
Good
I
luck
want
with
him to
CeeDee
shine.
Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Gallup out there.
Uh-huh.
Good luck. Hell, how many balls can they throw?
I mean-
good luck.
I mean, due to he could. You never know.
He could what?
Due to
He's
injury,
out-
it's
yeah,
football,
right.
a physical game. You never
Right.
know.
Trey said the Cowboys don't have a number 1 receiver.
Fine. They
So
ain't
so
gonna-
okay
they ain't
so
gonna make him that.
okay so since you feel like this and that and the other, your team, the 49ers, had a number 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Would you been okay if they would have
Facts.
picked him number 3?
TJ Vasher, number 3 to the 49ers.
Yeah, your damn mind.
I am because
He
I
is,
wouldn't have liked
in the
it.
words, in the words of Mondo Bear, he's been a homer now.
Like, no.
no, I
wouldn't
mean,
want
but
that.
if you saying that his skill set is all of this,
Yeah.
you would be okay with him getting picked number 3.
No.
Then what are we talking about?
All I'm saying is he better than what they put him at. And what I'm saying is, even if he went undrafted, which I'm fine with, right? I'm fine with, because we saw such a great documentary on Trey Carson, Andre. Cam, yeah. So what I'm saying is, I don't like the going to Dallas. I don't like the going to Dallas, man. I don't like the going to Dallas.
You just
Not
like Dallas, though.
No. He was saying
I'm
for
actually
that-
going to root.
Oh, so you become a Dallas fan now. So you going so this day, what's today's date?
It's the 4th.
So May the 4th, 2021. It's 7:43. So you gonna announce this
you with
fact?
them boys.
You gonna be rooting for them boys. Cowboy Nation, stand up! You got a new fan. Just broke in today.
What I'm saying
No,
is,
what are you saying is you gonna be
You
rooting for the
gonna be
Cowboys.
with the Cowboys.
what I'm saying.
What are you saying is you're gonna be rooting for the Cowboys. You can't root for a kid success because his success could lead to the Cowboy winning games, which is gonna turn around and make you what?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan. But
It's gonna be a
I
side
love
chick.
TJ.
So you're gonna be rooting for the Cowboys.
What I'm saying is, don't make me say that.
You're gonna be rooting for the Cowboys. You're gonna have to.
I'll root for the team that TJ plays for.
So you root for the Cowboys. Wow.
I don't want no damn star, man.
Wow. I'm gonna have to.
Thank you, John.
I'm gonna have to crop this out.
Thank you, John. Deep down, I'm rooting for. Put this in there too, ugly. Deep down, I'm rooting for TJ, not the Cowboys, and that's what counts. I'm rooting for TJ.
So
You root
there's
for the
gonna be a
Cowboys. You can't root for an individual, not root for that team. It goes together.
yeah.
Because his success, the kid's success, could equals to that team winning.
Man, let me tell you something. I used to root for this lady. She was married to a man. I wasn't rooting for him. I was hoping that they would end it. And she was successful, and then
That doesn't change the fact that here's the thing: you are rooting for you rooting for TJ, which could determine, which could turn
Boy,
around and
I
help.
hope TJ tear it up. That's what I hope.
Catch 3 touchdowns against the 49ers.
And lose. Yes. I hope he catches 3 touchdowns against 49ers.
Well, he already said what I said. So
252
you already
yards.
said all I want to hear you say, so I'm going to crop that out. So you're a Cowboy fan now.
Not a Cowboy fan.
Well, they're not going to hear that part.
I tell you what, you're not going to have a set tomorrow.
they're not going to hear that part. The part they're going to hear is the fact that
I'm
you're
going to put Corey
fan.
in the car and drive him around and have Corey go, hey, let me out, though. I'm coming for you, buddy. Let me out, though.
So what movie you get that from? I'm just kidding. What movie?
Poetic Justice.
Donnie a Cowboy fan.
Hold a minute. Do you really think that's Poetic Justice?
Juice.
He has his stuff has undertones, so he know what it is.
Yeah, I know you know what it
juice.
is. Now, when he first initially said,
This is don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
I thought he was serious. I was like, nah, he's full.
Boy, I know that's old dog from Menace to Society. Facts.
Hey, but see, Mr. Jones, I don't have an NFL team.
You root for the Cowboy?
No, I wouldn't root for anyone. I would root for those kids. Like, I don't root for the teams the Miami boys go to. I root for their kids. They go play on the team.
So now, then you just said exactly what I said.
But I don't have a team.
I'm not rooting for the team.
I don't have a team.
Well, I'm a 49er fan. I'm rooting for TJ.
Okay, example. Okay, since you wouldn't go there, okay, so that doesn't say Marcus and Lennon would have went to Florida State. No.
You rooting for the kid.
You knew a lie.
No, he don't like kids, period. Go from there either.
You wouldn't have rooted for them kids that you worked hard
best
with.
luck.
You a lie.
Hey, I wish you the best.
You a lie.
I wish you
a
the best.
lie.
I wish you the
right
best.
here.
I wish you the best.
Donnie, you lying.
My hatred that I have for those schools is too deep.
Let me tell you something. Donnie been like a proud dad to sit at home. I hope
He
the
let
boy all
me.
right.
No.
Hey, listen. In his recliner, feet up, Kool-Aid. I hope that boy all right. Get up, boy.
Hey, I can paint a scenario because it didn't happen. So I can say what I want to say right now.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can.
Now I'm in the boat.
So, no.
I ain't got no choice but to root for the boy.
Okay, like for instance, like Day. When Day supposed to take a trip to Florida, and more than likely, if he would have went, he was going there. I was sweating.
Exactly.
I was sweating. So when Chad Morris first got the gig, Arkansas, he came do a home visit, and he talked Day from going to Florida. Mm-hmm. They had a feeling if he would have went, because Day was committed to Mississippi State when Dan Mullins was there. But Mullins wanted him down in Florida, so they kind of knew if he got down there, that's where he's gonna go. Well, I thank God for Chad Morris. Chad Morris came in and got Day to go to Arkansas.
I wish he would have went to Florida so you could have really saw that your love for someone supersedes your hatred.
My love for Miami runs deep.
Yeah, but
you understand, man. I'm rocking 2 Miami shirts on this morning, son.
Hey, is that a roid rage?
Hey.
I got a little nervous.
So with that being said, hey, that would have been hard for me to do. Something.
I understand.
I don't know how I could. I don't know how I would have been to do that. I don't know. That could have happened. It would have been hard.
That's why I say, man, I'm rooting for TJ. It's difficult to sit here and say anything nice about the Cowboys. I'm rooting for TJ. I can't help it. I'm rooting for TJ, man.
You for the Cowboys now.
I mean, but
Cowboy Nation, stand up. We got a new Cowboy fan in. We got a new addition.
Root for TJ, but stop making them crazy statements.
So how does it feel, Cowboy fan? So
Tyson, exactly.
So Cowboy fan.
How does that make sense?
Cowboy fan.
How does that make sense, Tyson? Choose Arkansas over Florida. Win.
Hey, but
B, C, D,
wait a minute,
E, F, G.
Hey, but
he's from Arkansas, first of all.
Yeah, he's from Arkansas.
He's from Arkansas.
I know people from Arkansas don't want to be from Arkansas. So let me tell you something.
You going? I mean, if he gonna say that, hey, let's say that.
I love the state of Arkansas.
So let's keep it real.
I love the state of Arkansas.
Hey.
I would have liked to see, but I'm gonna be honest. I would have to like to see Ladarius in them Florida colors.
Boy, let me tell you something.
I'll just be honest.
Corey, he wanted to see himself in them Florida colors.
Okay, since you're a new addition to the Cowboy Nation, are you satisfied with your first round draft pick?
as a San Francisco 49er
Talk about it.
faithful, as a San Francisco
No,
49er faithful, the Cowboys picked up a hell of a pick in that first
No,
round.
as a newly Cowboy fan,
As a San Francisco 49er diehard fan will knock over this this imbecile or whatever you call that thing, the duck. The Cowboys got a hell of a pick in Michael Parsons.
Good pick.
Hey, but y'all,
Bro, listen.
hey, y'all see where they let no dude go?
Who?
And they let no with the neck injury.
Van Der Esch?
Yeah,
They need to.
because one I seen the other day.
They need to if it's
Why?
It's got to be Van Der Esch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
if
if
it's out of those
The
two,
neck injury.
No,
he
he's
shouldn't
gone.
have been
They
drafted.
let him go.
if it's out of those two, goodbye Van Der Esch.
Yeah.
But he's a player though. But the neck injury is not going.
He is a player.
He's gonna stay hurt.
Listen. I thought they still had him, but that would have been one hell of a core at linebacker for them
Yeah.
guys. God,
But hey, to change the tone, man, people gotta give Chris Paul his roses right now.
who?
Chris Paul,
I hadn't.
Oh, yeah, facts.
like man, you call it what you want to call the best loser.
Man, I damn near threw this cup at you.
Hey,
Paul Baller, man.
look how he transformed that team this year by
No.
adding him.
Look at his resume on the last two teams he's played.
Dude,
for.
you got okay.
No, last 3 or 4.
Okay, whenever,
I mean, but basically the last two.
whenever he got traded to OKC, nobody would imagine the fact that he was gonna have that team like he did.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Because listen, as an OKC fan, I did not think he was going to do that. Not Chris Paul. Nothing against Chris Paul, but what was around him. Mm-hmm. I didn't think he would have
Now,
OKC balling like that.
Booker, no, he can ball. He a young star,
Yeah, true.
but
They got a few good young guys.
But the nucleus of me that got that team orchestrated to what they are right now is Chris Paul.
CP3, which is why the
Booker said
league.
that, though.
And that's why I don't see why we're not hearing his name for MVP consideration.
But that's why the league blocked him back when he was going to go to the Lakers.
True.
Unfair.
True.
What Kobe would have been able to do with CP3.
But to me, he doesn't. He's not getting enough, names thrown in the bag for the MVP. Because to me, that's the MVP of the league.
Yeah, with him because it's more than.
I mean, because he not sitting and he didn't get for one. He hardly ever get, well. Sometimes he do get hurt, but this year he didn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt any. I mean, he actually transformed that team, dude. They number one. They went. They're leading their side, the conference
Yeah.
right now.
So leadership should be factored in.
Yeah.
It has to
You
be.
see what I'm saying? Like,
Because
yo,
he's.
but sometimes we factor it in for some and don't for others.
True.
He would be a
To
great
me,
CEO.
to me,
one
he's
day.
higher. To me, he's higher on the MVP list this year than Steph, because Chef been playing, as they say, he been playing.
He been cooking by numbers, but
They've been losing.
Yeah, but
So now
It's not equal to wins.
that's right. So you got to factor that in too.
yeah. No.
Facts. Hey man, what is he missing other than Clay? Another shooter, Steph
Y'all-
from basically the championship years.
Y'all about to.
Well, I
be mad at
mean,
me, but-
that same championship team, the role players they had, it's not the same they got now.
I know they not the same, but they still got a top 5 draft pick.
They do.
They still have Draymond Green, and you still got the same coach, and you got Chef Curry, and you're on a play-in.
And what's up with this play-in? Like, help me understand this.
I'm just gonna say this.
It was good last year because there weren't that many
Yeah.
games.
But Bron need to stop talking and start playing basketball and get focused now. Because
So what's it? Well,
I'm fixing to say it. Because look at me in my eye and read them.
I mean, but what's the play-in deal?
Well, what it was is last
Just
year
for like
there
the
was
bottom feeders?
last year there was a plan because teams you didn't get to finish the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got stopped early because of COVID, so it made sense to have a play-in tournament because those guys would have been fighting at the.
Voted it in.
I'm saying
So-
last year it worked. This year it should not be because now you played enough during the regular season. But LeBron also said last year, "Hey man, I think it's a great idea for the play-in.
Say it again.
Let those guys
Remind him what he said.
He
Somebody
said that is a
remind
great
him what he
idea."
said.
But he was saying it in the context of he said in the context of it's a short season.
Hey.
Hey, that is my favorite player. Let's not do this.
No, but on the cool. Hey, look at the stuff he been doing.
He's my favorite player, bro.
I mean,
Man, I know I need to be on set. His triple double is not respected.
hey, the dude just had 20 rebounds and 20
Assists.
assists other day. The second player, he only player. Will Chamberlain had one. He done had 2 games.
So if we don't respect his numbers, then we don't respect Wilt's numbers.
You can't.
Or
The competition we were playing was one of the peons. They Trey say.
or Bill Russell's numbers. Seriously, if we don't respect what Russ is doing, then we cannot respect what Bill or Wilt did either. Facts.
Are watching TV, you hear him yell, "I'm coming!" A 7-footer goes from getting a rebound to blocking out, so Russ can go get his rebound.
All right, so now.
He did it in OKC. Facts.
Hey,
Don't count.
So that a 7-footer can then average 7.2 instead of 5.2 rebounds.
Rebounds a
It
game.
don't even matter. Listen, man, move out the way and let that man get that rebound. Because you ain't
No.
doing nothing with it no
that man
way.
is what we see is something that we'll never see again.
What? Somebody begging for
That motor,
numbers?
you ain't never seen anybody with that type of motor
We'll
in the
never see that
NBA.
again. We'll never see that again.
Yes, we will.
Nah, what he doing is something different.
Bro, we won't see it.
His demeanor is
Maybe your great-great-great-grandkids will see it, but you won't see it.
his demeanor different. What other player in the league play like him?
I'm coming to get the rebound.
No, what other player in the league go as hard as him every game as him? Nobody does it. Nobody.
What other player in the history of the NBA? Give it to me now in the history.
I don't know.
Oh, Trey over here on LeBron James tweets. He was saying that. I already said that, Trey. I took care of it for you. The season was short. I get it.
But he still. But
I mean,
they didn't change the rule.
Okay, so back to the play-in.
Yeah.
So it's everybody, regardless if you finish number 1, you got
No.
No,
So
no,
this is what is it? 7, 8, 9, 10.
7, 8. No, 6, 7, 8. You got only. How many teams make it? 8.
8.
8. It's gotta
Yeah.
be 6, 7.
No. So the play-in includes seeds 9 and 10 as well.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
playing to try to get in. So it's got to be 7, 8, 9, and 10. LeBron is sitting at 6.
Yeah.
But he's tied with the 7th team too.
Now you want to talk.
Yeah, because
Play.
when your ass get close to the fire,
I mean, I'm a LeBron
mad at him
fan.
right now, man.
I'm a LeBron fan, but that's what he doing
I'm
now.
mad at
He
him
was-
right now. You know
I'm
what
a
if he
fan.
was
No.
ranked number 4,
He won't say anything.
wouldn't say, but when your ass close to the fire,
Boy,
the
watch this,
fire
man.
is
That's
hot.
exactly why he's saying something now
saying
because
something now.
it's a chance that he got.
He got to play in, and he don't think it's fair that LeBron James would have to play in. Steph got to play in.
When you were hurt, you should have been telling them boys, y'all need to play harder.
Listen here, Steph got to play in. LeBron ain't no different. Get out there and cry when you don't get a foul called. Get out there and cry whenever they ain't running. Get out there whenever you get fouled, flop down, hold your head, watch your team run back down the court and go.
Now, with that being said, to me, all I'm talking about basketball. Carmelo, he entered number 8 spot, all-time leading scorer.
I like Melo, man.
So if Russ's stats are empty, so is Melo's scoring.
I mean, you can't say that without the other. You can't say that about his. You can't not say it about his.
Listen,
His rebound.
Trey, man, I'm not talking.
Does Russell score? Yes. He's explosive? Yes. Half the rebound.
hey, but listen. Hey, here's the thing. They got to score the basket for them assists to get there. Somebody else got to score for them assists to get there. 20 rebounds, they ain't giving you 20. Guys don't even try to get to 20.
How dare we? Mr. Foster's right. Derrick Rose did have that motor like that.
No, he did not. Like
his
not,
MVP year. Boy, are you crazy?
No,
What?
He had the motor, but not nothing like he did. He did it year after year after year after year.
Let me
He
tell
just
you
told
something.
but had me.
Hold on, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Your health is included in your greatness.
Facts.
Your health is included in that. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Derrick Rose. Your health should be included.
He said Melo peon.
Hey, but try
Alright.
to get you, man. You know how I feel about Bron. I'm not a Bron hater. I'm a Bron lover, but
No, this what's called dude. No, Trey said he a peon too.
no,
He said some other way as peon.
He gonna pass. Yeah, if you play long enough, yeah, LeBron knows what the numbers are, so he know what he's shooting for. Yes, he will probably pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the captain, more than likely the greatest basketball player of all time that doesn't get talked about. Yeah, he probably will pass up Cap. I give you that, but LeBron know what the numbers are too.
How far is LeBron from passing him though? Cause
He got to pass up Karl Malone first, so he's within 3 to 5. He got to be within 3 to 5,000.
that's a lot. That's a lot
That's
of
a lot of
points.
seasons.
No, I understand that's a lot of
How
points.
many points do a star like that actually score a game? I mean, score a year.
Ron was he missed 2 months now.
2,000 points a year. I put in 27 points a game times 82 games. 2,214. So
he got to have at least
3 to 4 seasons worth
at least
of
scoring 27 a game.
about that. Yeah, he's taking breaks.
That's
And
gonna be hard to
then he been
do,
hurt
man.
for 2 months.
That's definitely hard to do.
Yeah, been his age and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
missing months of basketball.
Yeah.
LeBron takes off during games, guys. He ain't got to take the whole game off. LeBron takes breaks. LeBron is like your average. I hate to say this, your average black worker. If I can see, if I can see that the supervisor ain't watching, hey, bro, if I can see that the supervisor ain't watching, we'll take a break. Am I lying? Am I lying? You know how many times I've seen done it
Hey, don't
in that truck.
I'm always working.
Hey,
I'm
it's a
always
lady
working.
that drive the T-line out here. I looked out the other day. I thought she was dead. She was like, I'm fine. I was like, I thought you was dead. You know, a break, man. On the job.
That is true.
On the job.
That is true.
Donnie seen. I was
Yeah,
over there like,
that is
you
true.
all right?
Well,
Break.
you got my
That's true though. That happened like what 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. But that is true.
He's only 3,000 away, so that's 2.5 years, bruh, worth of balling.
He gonna get that. He gonna get. If he
That's what I told you. He 3 to
gonna get
5
it.
away, man. Hey. Shoot, black people love taking breaks. Maybe white people do too, but boy, I know if we can get a break. I started smoking so I can get more breaks. I don't even smoke. You know how many smoke breaks smokers get? They tell you get 2 15-minute breaks. Well, if you smoke, I'm going outside. Hey, I'll meet you out there, manager.
you just find the managers.
But I don't even smoke. I'm blowing it wrong. Don't die trying to take a break.
Hey, that is true though.
I'm telling you, man.
If you smoke, you get a lot of breaks.
You get a lot of
You get
breaks.
the manager's break.
Yeah,
you
'cause
get
they be
your
out there
other
smoking
2
too.
breaks.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
you get 4 breaks. Get
Listen,
your lunch 5.
You want to see who gets promoted at your job?
The smoker.
Look who on the smoke break. They I do it. The manager understand because smoking mean I'm stressed. That's a certain amount of stress to go with smoking, and they watch you. Hey, you want one? Yeah, I got it. Smoking mean bills is due, kids is acting up, all that.
Hey, but that being said, we're gonna go home, close this show, so Derek gonna get his smoke. This smoke break. But Lord say so. We'll be back 7 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. This is the best morning show on this side of heaven because my mama said so.
You